Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're going to be trying to do, okay? We want to be able to make that ball drop from the sky and bounce on the ground. And we're really saying something about this ball when it does that. It's squashy, it's stretchy, it's got some mass, you know, it's picking up speed through the air. So we're really trying to define the physics through this animation. Okay, if you're ready to get started, let's do this. So we're going to go to File, New, and we're going to go to an HGTV 1080p, or if that's not available right there, we're going to go to Film and Video and choose this 1920 by 1080 frame size for your creation. Okay, the first thing that we're going to be able to do here is we're going to go to Layer, okay, Video Layers, New Blank Video Layer. Now this video layer has got a little film strip on it, okay? That symbolizes that you can do animation on there. Next thing we want to do is go to Window, and we want to put a timeline. It looks like there's a timeline already in there. Okay, so if you don't see a timeline in there, go to Window and make sure that's checked off with a timeline. The next thing that we need to do is come over to these four little lines on that timeline and click Set Timeline Frame Rate. We want to go to like 15 frames per second, okay? The next thing that we need to do is enable onion skins, so have that checked off right there. And then also, we need to enable timeline shortcut keys, so make sure that's also checked off, okay? Okay, as far as getting started, you can draw on the background layer right here, okay? And that's going to be your static layer. Okay, you can rename, you can click on it, rename it if you'd like to. We could just leave that as our background layer, okay? Now, the one with the film strip, this is how you toggle in between the two of them. Okay, the one with the film strip, now this is going to be one frame at a time. So if I took a pencil here and I go over one more frame, notice how it gets a little bit duller, okay? And that's because I have onion skins on. If I take onion skins off, it goes away as well, okay? So let's put a little background element on here. And if we click on this the color tool right here, we can change and we can come up with any color we like to here for our background or our ground. I'm also going to increase the size. I'm going to stick with my hard round brush, but I'm going to increase the size of that, and that's in pixels. So at 67 pixels, and if I hold shift down and drag that across, I can get a nice straight line, but you have to hold shift when you do that. Okay, let's go back up into our animation layer, and let's use our eraser tool, which is right there. And we're going to increase the size for the eraser tool as well. Make sure that we get that. Nice. Okay, we're going to go back to the paintbrush tool. I'm going to drop the size down and go a little bit small. Okay. And again, I'm on the hard round brush here. You can do whatever you'd like to do, but you have plenty of all kinds of brushes to choose from. You know, if you really wanted to get tricky with some of your ground. But we're just trying to learn how to do some animation here. So we're going to stick with that. And then I'm also going to shift my color back to black. Okay, so this first layer, where's this ball coming from? It's coming from up here. Okay, now if I hit arrow over once, since we set the the timeline shortcut keys, I can just go arrow over once, which makes it really easy. That's right on the keyboard to get to the next frame. Okay, at the moment, this ball does not have a whole lot of speed yet, as it's dropping in the air. It's just been dropped. Okay, and now it's starting to pick up some speed. So you can start to see your object stretch. And we have to be careful about not adding too much mass to our ball. It's really easy to add more mass to our ball or a shape whenever it's falling through the air. Okay. It just got to the ground. It's sort of pancaked out here. And, you know, maybe it really squashed down. Okay. So I went wider, but I also went thinner here. And now it's starting to spring back up. Starting to pick up some speed. And while this is done very quickly and very sloppily, it will still read right, I believe. Usually I watch this a couple times through as I'm working. Okay, let's go ahead and take onion skins off so we can watch this. And then let's also shorten our timeline down to the point where we've gotten it. Okay. Not my best, but totally says something about the ball. In fact, I think like right in there, it seems to have like a little bit of an issue going on. But it will be good enough to show you guys what to do next here. So I'm going to click on Add Audio. Okay, and I have some audio that I downloaded from freesound.org. Okay, so freesound.org is going to be a place where you guys can, you know, add that or download different pieces of audio. You could also bring in your own elements and record it if you'd like to as well. Okay, so I'm going to choose that, and I'm going to drop this into place. What I'm going to do is bring the timeline up here because I want to see where this ball actually hits. And let's play this, see where we're at. Okay, so there's 2 bounces right away. Let's see if we can't line those things up. Let's see if we can shift that and it works. Actually, so if I could see the waveform audio, the waveform sort of shows you the peaks and valleys of when the sound is happening. Then I could probably line this up with the action a little bit better. Okay, so I don't like that last bounce. I'm going to take that out. And okay, I'm pretty happy with that.